Imagine boarding an airplane expecting to experience the warmth of Egyptian hospitality. But instead, you're met with cold stares, dismissive attitudes, and services that leaves you questioning whether you made the right choice. Now, picture being stranded without your luggage for weeks, trying to reach customer service that never picks up the phone. These aren't fictional tales. They are the harsh realities many passengers report about EgyptAir. But how did one of Africa's oldest airlines go from a source of national pride to a magnet for bad reviews and controversy? Today, we are uncovering the turbulent story of EgyptAir, diving into its history, unraveling the complaints, and examining whether the airline still has a chance to redeem itself. So by the end of this journey, you might just see EgyptAir in a completely different light. So stick with me, don't go anywhere. Thank you. It was 1932 when EgyptAir took flight as Maersk Airlines, a symbol of modernity and ambition in the Middle East. At the time, it was only the seventh airline in the world, a testament to Egypt's early embrace of aviation as a tool for progress. In those early days, EgyptAir represented a bold step forward, connecting Egypt to the world and carrying the hopes of a nation eager to showcase its ingenuity and pride. As the decades rolled by, EgyptAir expanded its fleet, introduced newer aircraft, and carved out its place as a respected carrier in the global aviation industry. In the 1960s, the airline embraced jets, acquiring the iconic Boeing 707s, which became the backbone of its long-haul operations. Passengers praised its punctuality, the professionalism of its crew, and a service standard that rivaled some of the world's leading airlines. But history has a way of turning tides, and somewhere along the journey, EgyptAir lost its spark. The decline wasn't immediate, but gradual, like cracks appearing in a once solid foundation. What were once isolated complaints about lost luggage or indifferent service began to grow into a pattern. Fast forward to today, and the EgyptAir of 2024 is a shadow of its former self, plagued by accusations that range from incompetence to outright neglect.
I'm making my way from Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm going to be traveling to Cairo, Egypt right now, and then from Cairo, Egypt to Copenhagen in Denmark. And I am going to be reviewing one of what I would call Africa's worst airline. Yes, you heard me right. I have flown this airline, which I'm going to call it out. Its name is EgyptAir. I have flown this airline before when I was coming to Kenya, and I vowed never to take that flight again. But I don't know what sent me back here. Actually, I know I needed to go back fast, and I needed a cheap flight because it's very cheap.
Walking on a plane, you should feel welcomed, not on EgyptAir. As a paying black customer, you can feel the evil stares pierce your skin. A few might be curious, but some are outright racist. Fly with caution when traveling EgyptAir, because there is a chance they pin something on you that you didn't do. Just read the news. If they don't want black people flying, why take our money? I tried to give you a second chance. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'll never fly EgyptAir again. I believe there is an interior memo within their company. If a black man comes on the plane and has pride, don't give him common courtesy and ignore that he's a paying customer like everyone else. This is my last and final story from the hell that is EgyptAir.
So now, let's talk about passengers' grievances, starting with customer service, or rather, the lack of it. Picture this. Your flight is delayed, your luggage goes missing, and you try calling the airline for assistance. Instead of help, you are met with endless ringing phones or curt responses that solve nothing. This isn't just one passenger's experience. It's echoed across hundreds of reviews on platforms like TripAdvisor. One reviewer detailed how they waited over a month to retrieve their bag, only to be told it was lost. Another recounted a flight cancellation where EgyptAir provided no notification, leaving them stranded without any assistance. These aren't isolated incidents, but recurring themes that point to deeper issues within the airline's operation. And then there's the issue of racism. Numerous black passengers have reported feeling unwelcome, even discriminated against during their flights. One YouTuber described how they were ignored during mail service, while another passenger spoke of being questioned extensively about their travel documents. Unlike their fellow travelers, these stories have sparked outrage online and paint a troubling picture of an airline seemingly out of step with modern standards of equality and hospitality. The complaints don't end there. EgyptAir staff, once celebrated for their warmth and professionalism, are now described as indifferent at best and downright rude at worst. Passengers report feeling more like burdens than valued customers. This airline's onboard service, a key touchpoint for many, has become a source of frustration, with complaints about unresponsive cabin crew and poorly handled requests. Even amidst this sea of criticism, EgyptAir continues to boast a fleet of modern aircraft, including the Boeing 787 Dreamliner and Airbus A220. These planes are often praised for their comfort and efficiency, but as any traveler knows, a comfortable seat means little, even if the service around it is superb. What's most baffling is the lack of response from EgyptAir. In an age where reputation is everything and social media can make or break a brand, the airline's silence is deafening. Instead of addressing these complaints head-on, EgyptAir seems content to operate as if nothing is wrong. But here's the thing, there's still hope. EgyptAir's story doesn't have to end here. Many airlines have faced similar challenges and turned things around. The key lies in acknowledging mistakes, investing in training, and embracing accountability. So, if EgyptAir can focus on rebuilding trust, improving customer service, and addressing issues like diversity and inclusion, it could reclaim its place as a respected global carrier. After all, its history shows that it once had the vision and capability to lead. So what does the future hold for EgyptAir? Will it rise to meet the challenges and reclaim its former glory, or will it continue to lose the trust of its passengers? Only time will tell. But here's what's clear. Every traveler deserves respect, dignity, and reliable service, whether they are flying economy or first class. EgyptAir must decide if it's ready to meet these expectations or be left behind in a rapidly evolving industry. So if you've flown with EgyptAir, I want to hear from you. Share your experiences, good or bad, in the comments. Your stories are the lifeblood of conversations like this, and together we can push for the changes passengers deserve. If you found this deep dive valuable, consider watching my other videos where I uncover the truths behind aviation's biggest stories. And if you want to stay updated on aviation realities, you know what to do. So until next time, this is Joseph Kabulu from Flight Realities. Safe travels and smoother skies ahead. Goodbye.
Also, yeah, natural yogurt, which is also very nice. Thank you, EgyptAir, for that one. And here we have some fruits, a mixture of fruits like some melon, watermelon, some grapes, some apples, and just some other things inside there. Then we had the main thing here, which it was okay. Like, I wouldn't say it was really the best, but I mean, it's better than nothing. It was a bit hot, so I was trying to open it with one hand as I'm filling with the other. But you can see there's like some tomatoes, some potatoes, a sausage, and an egg, which were all in that place. And then we had some bread on the side. But as you can see, the opening tray was too squeezed, so there was really no space at all. So I had to use the neighbor's tray at least to get my food there. But after the wonderful meal, I was feeling a bit more satisfied because it was early in the morning and I had the whole row to myself, guys. Look, a whole row, so I could put my feet up and just cover myself and just enjoy the rest of the flight. And to the point that I even started dozing off as the other passengers, and there I was sleeping and just confused whether I got to wake up a little bit, but then I decided to go back to sleep. Good night.